Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me once again. We're continuing to look at the 2017 open paper, and in this video we're going to look at question A3. Two 1x1 squares are removed from a 5x5 grid as shown. So there's one missing here and one missing here. Determine the total number of squares of various sizes in the grid. So it's not just all the 1x1 squares, of which there should be 23, because it's 5x5, 25, minus 2. But we also have squares like this one here. That's a 2x2, or we can get a 3x3 here, and those sorts of things. So what I would probably do is try and do this question very methodically. I'd reproduce my grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I would remove this one, and what's the other one? Middle at the bottom. Okay, and then I would say, okay, let's do some color coding because I don't think I have so far. So we could ask how many 1x1 squares are there? Well, as I already said, there's 23 of them. We could even count, and if you wanted to reproduce this diagram a number of times, you could count 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on, but I'm pretty confident in saying, well, it's 25 minus the 2 blue squares. Okay. So, let's use orange. How many 2x2 squares are there? And you can try and be methodical about this, or you could just start making 2x2 squares. Like, here's one, here's another one, there's another one on top of that. Okay? But as long as you're methodical, like try and place them in this column, and then try and place them spanning here, and then try and spanning here, you should be able to figure them out. Let's use yellow for the middle column. So I've got 3, 4, 5. We'll use green for this. So 6, 7, 8, and then the last column 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 for the 2x2s. Okay? And, you know, there's not, I would say, a particularly good method for doing this because it's kind of random where the blue squares are. Now, I've messed that picture up, so let's take a look at, let's redraw it. And then take a look at the 3x3s. Okay? And again, we want to get rid of those ones. And then the 3x3s, and as long as you're methodical and say, okay, let's see if we can place a 3x3 in this column, or in these 3 columns. Let's see if we can place a 3x3 in these, or in these. Then we're going to be sure that we don't miss anything, and that's always key for a question like this. So here's one 3x3, and here's 2, and I can't fit any more. Okay, how about the middle? Well, we can get 1 in the middle. Okay, so there's 1, and that's it. And then we can get 1 over here on the side, and that's it. Any higher or lower, and we're using one of the squares that isn't allowed. So 1, 1, and 2. The 3x3s, there's 4 of them. Okay, and last, we can't get a 5x5, because some of the squares are missing. But how about a 4x4? Could we fit in a 4x4? Well, again, we might do the same sort of method. I'm not going to redraw the picture. Well, no, I've got the time. It's a video. I can do it again. Point of the videos is to be clear. The point of the contest is to do it well and do it quickly. Okay. So you might say, all right, could we put one in this column? And so you might try sort of something like this, but this square's in the way. And you might try one a little higher, but this square's in the way. And similarly, if we use the last 4 columns, the highest one that you can make is going to be blocked by this square. And the next one that you make is going to be blocked by this square. So there'll be 0 of those as well. So 23 plus 12 plus 4, that's 23 plus 16. So that's going to be 39 squares in total. And that's the final answer that we want. As I say, there isn't really a particularly good way of doing this other than being very organized and very clear. So drawing your pictures and then saying how many 1x1s, how many 2x2s, and so on is really the best use of this space here. But of course, remember, it's an A-part question. A's and B's, you just need your final answer. Part marks are only there if you're incorrect. All right. So in the next video, we're going to look at A4. Hopefully you guys will join me there. And that's really it from me. Feel free to like or subscribe and those sorts of things. But I will see you for more math next time.